In this video, I'm going to show you how to install a GFCI outlet. I'm installing this outlet in my garage, which is why I need it to be GFCI. I've also decided to use the switch box that's right above it to supply the power. The first step is to turn off the breaker that supplies the power to the switches. So here I'm going to take off the faceplate and I'm going to use my voltage detector just to make sure that the power is actually off. Sometimes you might have multiple breakers that feed the power into the same box. And actually that's the case in this box. The far left switch is controlled by a different breaker than the other two switches. Now I've pulled all the wires out of the box to get a look at everything. You can see that I've actually used the push-in wire connectors because I've done some work on this box before. I've pre-drilled my holes and I'm going to take my single gang box and I'm going to screw it to the wall. I ended up putting this box about 15 inches above the garage floor. Now that I have my box mounted, I'm going to run my cable. Here I'm using 14-2 Romex cable. I'm going to pull about 10 inches worth of this cable through each box. I've cut about 6 inches worth of the plastic sheathing off, and now I'm going to strip my wires. I'm going to use my wire cutters, and I'm going to strip about ½ an inch off of each wire. Now I'm taking each of my wires and I'm pushing them into the open slot on my push-in wire connectors. I'm making sure that these wires go all the way to the end of these wire connectors. I'm going to strip the wires in the new box using the same method that I just showed you. So this is the GFCI outlet I'm going to use. I'm going to show you the back in just a second. So on the back it shows you where to plug in your line and load wires. Your line wire is your wire that supplies power to the plug. And I would use the load terminals if I was going to use this plug to supply power to another plug. Now I'm ready to wire my plug. I'm going to connect my hot wire to the hot line terminal on the plug, and I'm going to connect my neutral wire to the neutral line terminal on the plug. And finally I'm connecting my ground wire to the green screw on the bottom of the plug. So now I've folded my wires back into the box and I'm going to screw my outlet in. And here I'm attaching the cover plate. So now I've turned my breaker back on. I'm going to test my outlet. I'm going to use a Klein outlet tester and it's going to tell me if my outlet is wired correctly. Looks like everything's working correctly. So I put my faceplate back on my switch box. And now I'm going to secure my wires. I'm securing them using insulated cable staples, and I'm going to do this a few inches above the box that I installed and a few inches below the switch box. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.